So Tom, let's start off with the war of the elephants. You've got Microsoft, Google, and Apple increasingly going after this situation where in mobile and search and everything else, they're just going to be beating each other's brains out head to head. What happens to that over the next 5 to 10 years?
I'd add Facebook. I think Facebook is a big enough player, obviously a fraction of the market cap of the other three, but I think they're a major factor as well. What happens? The big play going forward, first of all, winning the hearts and minds of commercially intended consumers is where the action is in terms of business, right? People tend to lose sight of that, right? It's not necessarily where people go, it's where they go to think about things commercial.
For advertising.
Through whatever, right? Whatever. I mean, making decisions about what to buy, right? That's why search has been such a juggernaut, because it's been the place they go for lots of things, but overwhelmingly it's the place people go to figure out what to buy. And that's where Google has made hay. So what happens going forward? First of all, there are two arenas. In the web, and I would extend this to other media as well, but on the web, is it still going to be search? And Google thinks about, having come from Google in the last 3 years, Google thinks about two places that are threatening to them. One, are people going to start going to their friends to think about commercial decisions rather than this utility of search? And there, Facebook obviously is a huge threat. And second, are they going to skip past the sort of generic search mode and go specifically to commercially oriented searches to a commercially oriented e-commerce search site like Amazon, right? So the two big players, we didn't name Amazon, we should have. Two big players that are threatening in terms of Google's current business, not Microsoft and Yahoo, they are Facebook and Amazon.
So you say that even though Facebook, as of yet, has barely figured out any sort of model. They're just starting to. People have always been saying this, but you've got another longtime internet veteran, Bo Peabody, who founded Tripod a long time ago and so forth, has come out basically saying, look, this whole idea that Facebook and Twitter are going to be good businesses, it's a joke. Never going to happen. You seem to think differently.
No, the issue, Facebook is taking a page from Google's book and saying, let's just keep developing the platform. They put 98% of their energy into that. And by the way, they're not wrong to do it. Facebook is running at whatever, we hear, $1 billion revenue run rate on 400 million uniques. That's $2.50 a year. That's minuscule, right? They could be generating 10, 20, 100 times that business. Well, 100's a little high, but they could be generating a lot more business, right? They don't do it because they're intent on building and maintaining that platform, the place people go to connect with friends and to share information and entertainment. So they're focused on that. They're not really focused on monetizing. What they do in terms of selling is the low-hanging fruit. They're basically selling TV. They're selling mass with a demographic overlay. They could do so much more. They could do what we do at Media 6 Degrees. They could use friend targeting, and they could do it at great scale. But they choose not to. I've frankly tried to encourage them to do it because it would improve my business if they did it. But they choose not to. They choose to focus on the platform and the low-hanging fruit in terms of commerce. Nevertheless, they are a threat to Google down the line because that's a viable option for consumers in terms of thinking about what to buy, going to friends. That's what we do in real life. We ask our friends, right?
All right, so here's the fearless prediction part.
Yeah.
So we look at the market caps of all these companies right now on sort of a bar graph. You've got Microsoft, Apple, Google hanging out up here somewhere. Facebook's way down here because of loss of revenue. Twitter, Amazon's maybe here, somewhere like that. So fast forward 5 to 10 years. What do they look like?
Microsoft's going down.
Microsoft's going down.
I mean, all the growth arenas are places where Microsoft has already lost. They're trying to make something out of search. I don't think it's going to happen. They are still, making noises in mobile, but they've gone negative. Your chart the other day was fabulous. They're in decline in the key new platform, which is mobile. So Microsoft's got nowhere to go. They have a huge cash cow, incredibly valuable, profitable business, and it's going to decline inexorably over the next 10 years.
Microsoft.
So 200, whatever it is, 260 billion. I don't see that going anywhere but south. When does it cross the ascendance, I don't know.
Don't worry about
I don't
that.
know,
Let's go ahead.
but
So Google? Does
Google is still in
continue to-
great position. They still dominate search. They do a great job with search. They could do better. They have the game to lose in mobile, right? Mobile is going to be a great commercial platform in that search mode. It's a small footprint. It's hard to do other kinds of advertising, but you can find stuff there, and you can find stuff commercially there. And Google, with between search and Google Geo, Maps, et cetera, they should be the big player in mobile.
And that leads us to Apple, which is also
Apple
becoming a huge player in
Right,
mobile.
and they have the platform and the walled garden platform, and they'd like to extend that. And I think that's a strategy. Their walled garden strategy, I think, has diminishing returns.
So
I think Google will beat them in mobile.
So you think that Apple's making the same mistake it made with Microsoft, with a Mac?
By the way,
10
they've
years
made hay
ago?
with it. They made a lot of money.
Oh.
They've generated a lot of enterprise value with that model, and maybe they can find the next one and keep leapfrogging. And maybe the iPad's it. I don't know, but in fact, in the smartphone arena, I think Google is going to be ascendant. I think Apple's going to plateau.
So certainly a contrarian view there. It sounds like the most contrarian view may be your view of Facebook, which is that they will in fact kick into a high gear here
I think
and
they
look
can
out.
do it. I think it's going to take them a couple of years, but I think commercially they can do it on the web, they can do it in mobile, and they can be a very valuable platform in both.
And then lastly, little Twitter, which is still making a lot of
I don't
noise.
know.
Google Buzz going to kill them? Facebook going to kill them? Any business there, or is it
I
just
don't
Twitter?
know. I think they talk confidently about what's coming. I'm very curious to see what it is. Dick Costolo is a personal friend of mine. I like him a lot. I think they'll come up with something. I don't know what it's going to be. They've got a great platform. They again are taking that page from Google and now Facebook and just building the platform out, and not worrying too much about the commercial element.